it's a film on hope, it's a film on conviction, it's a film on resilience. Everybody wants to watch. So I'm not really bothered about कि गदर और ओ माय गॉड 2 के बीच में आई है या आगे जाके ड्रीम गर्ल है, उसके बाद फिर शाहरुख सर की फिल्में, तो बहुत अच्छी बातें हैं, सब फिल्में देखें जाके. Not in Tiger 3, but hopefully you know, if Adi sir and Salman sir and they want, I would love to continue with the franchise. It's a beautiful franchise. I love it. It's my most favorite franchise. Always will be. Last time जब इंडिया हिंदुस्तान में हुआ था तो 2011 में तो हम लोगों ने कप उठाया था, and it was a different emotion altogether. Hi, I'm Angad Bedi and you are watching Movie Talkies. Well, that's the idea always. I just feel that first when you say yes to a film, हमेशा ऐसा होता है कि पहले तो for me I identify with the screenplay and the story, and then I look at my role, and I feel that both are equally important, and but the story has to hold weight. Like I just feel if the story is holding in itself, and if it is striking a chord, अगर मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि मुझे सुननी है या मुझे देखनी है ऐसी picture, then I definitely do consider it. See, definitely you have to get the sport angle right. Like the reason why you also liking this film is that cricket has been shot very well. So it's not the main crux of the film. It's in the backdrop of it, but it's been shot very well. So what happens is you have to get the sport very, very right. No matter what sport it is. The thing is that you cannot cheat it. So people want to see, because अक्सर जब हम athletes और sports stars को देखते हैं, cricketers को देखते हैं, उनको run up में देखते हैं, delivery stride में देखते हैं, follow through में देखते हैं, और वो we follow the ball, the camera follows the ball. So okay, you can cheat all this also, but then you will lose the audience. So Balki sir has not let that happen. Sayami has bowled each and every ball with that left arm, and the cameras have been the sports choreographer made sure, Palki sir made sure that the cameras were all the cameras that were used when they used in international cricket matches. So I just feel that you have to keep it real, authentic. So then you get the flavor of it. Because हम लोगों को इतनी आदत होगी, अभी पहले हम टेस्ट मैच देखते थे, फिर 50 ओवर्स, अब T20, हर चीज़ बहुत इंटरनेशनल लेवल की देख रहे हैं. सो यू कैन नॉट हैव अ सब स्टैंडर्ड क्रिकेट गेम. देखिए, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल we are very happy that there is this wave has begun where people are going into the theaters and watching films, and they're connecting with films. So I just feel it's a great space, because Hindi cinema needed audience back in its theaters, and people are going to the theaters. Second is, a good film is a good film. No matter what will happen, what surge, what big film, what small film, it will always find its legs and will continue moving. So I just feel Ghoomer is that. And as far as box office is, इतना प्यार अगर पिक्चर को मिल रहा है, मतलब लोग तो पिक्चर जा रहे हैं देखने थिएटर में, तो अब जाते ही जाएंगे. I just feel the word of mouth on this film is so strong. So it has found that connect. So now अभी क्या है? It's a family film. It's a young film. It's a film on hope. It's a film on conviction. It's a film on resilience. Everybody wants to watch. So I'm not really bothered about कि गदर और ओ माय गॉड 2 के बीच में आई है या आगे जाके ड्रीम गर्ल है, उसके बाद फिर शाहरुख सर की फिल्में, तो बहुत अच्छी बातें हैं, सब फिल्में देखें जाके. This will stay. Not in Tiger 3, but hopefully you know, if Adi sir and Salman sir and they want, I would love to continue with the franchise. It's a beautiful franchise. I love it. It's my most favorite franchise. मुझे भी घुसता है, कोई ना कोई यूनिवर्स में मुझे भी घुसता है.
But you are part of that.
I don't know.
Somewhere.
I don't know. Let's see. I would love to be part of. I just feel a good story is a good story. For me, a good story, if it hits home, is commercial. Find its audience, find its acceptance, it's commercial. Yes, budgets of films are different. If you want to say Tiger Zinda hai, obviously Salman sir comes, a YRF production happens. Ali Abbas Zafar becomes a filmmaker, there's Katrina Kaif. I just feel that these are like, yeah, the film becomes big. It's a big scale film, the scale is big. So I just feel, but every film will not be like that, event film. Some stories are better stories, some stories are, you know, are sensitive stories. Every story is different. So I just feel that some are commercial stories. In my head I'm a commercial actor. I love event films. I want to be part of all event films. Like I also want to be part of a Tiger moving forward franchisee, or for that matter a Singham. You know, I also want to work with Rohit sir. I just feel that, but because they give the mass film, and it's beautiful, it's brilliant, अच्छा मजा आता है, हंसने को मिलता है, action देखते हैं. But then there are some films like Ghoomer also, you know, which have a heart, which have a soul, which find their own audience. So it's just that I like to balance both. It's not about being generous also. I'll tell you something. For Jeet, it is not important. He doesn't love Anina out of pity. He doesn't let the fact that she's lost her arm come in the way of their relationship. वो ऐसा सोचता ही नहीं है. In fact, Anina holds a defense mechanism against Jeet कि maybe you are loving me out of pity. एक वो scene है जाके कहती कि एक लूली लड़की को देखकर तुझे तेरे में emotion, तेरे में प्यार जाग गया. You know, so the point is that he never let it even come in the way. It was, in fact, he holds the guilt that शायद इसकी वजह से ये accident हुआ. अगर वो नहीं दिखाता इंडिकेटर कैसे देना है तो शायद वो नहीं हाथ निकालती बाहर. सो आई जस्ट फील दैट गिल्ट ही होल्ड्स, बट ही डजंट होल्ड अबाउट द फैक्ट दैट यू नो नाउ शी इज, फॉर हिम शी विल ऑलवेज बी ब्यूटिफुल, एंड दैट्स व्हाट आई फील लव इज अबाउट. इट्स नॉट अबाउट फाइंडिंग अ फिजिकल लाइक अ थिंग. प्यार जो होता है ना, इट हैज टू मूव अवे फ्रॉम बीइंग फिजिकल into emotional. Like the bond will happen. It's not about how अभी क्या है, हर कोई खूबसूरत है, हर किसी को इंस्टाग्राम की बॉडी बनानी है, हर किसी को वैसा अच्छा दिखना है. ज़रूर दिखो, मुझे उसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट इट शुड नॉट जस्ट बिकम अबाउट दैट. लव, फैमिली, डिवोशन, दीज वर्ड्स you know have a much deeper meaning, and they come across in your action. It's lovely ना, because Jeet is an outsider. You know, ऊपर से when he's an outsider to find acceptance in the family, at the same time वो accident होता है, फिर जो दादी है which is शबाना जी's character start, वो शक की तरीके से जीत को देखती है, and she thinks because of him he holds that guilt, and then how eventually it comes around and they all come around and they understand this boy. It's not like that he you know, it was just a situation that happened and then it just changed everybody's life. So I just feel that at that point how a family would be is shown very nicely through this film. ऐसा भी हो सकता था, he could have been, you know, the ousted or it's taken the blame or ऐसा हो. We've not dwelled in that aspect of the film at all. So I just feel that it's a film about resilience. It's a film about having word and आत्मविश्वास, and I feel to live up to that. It's that kind of a film, and I feel that it's despite having many other films like this, this is unique in its own way because it doesn't dwell in self-pity. I just feel that it works better with a female protagonist because of the fact that there is a certain emotion which is attached towards the whole zone of the resilience of a woman. If you understand what happens, we are so habituated in seeing our heroes be male, you know, and also idol worshipping them. I just feel that women bring so much more. They bring so much more emotion, and when they do it right, when they set their heart and mind and body and soul into something they want to do, then they can achieve anything. And it's just not about man or woman. I just feel that this film required the sensitivity, the essence and the resilience of a woman, and that is why it's come across so beautifully. And just the fact that you know, there is the जो गुरु शिष्य रिलेशनशिप है, अचानक से अलग लगने लगे. सी ये फिल्म में हर चीज़ अलग है. जो जीत है, आप तो जीत को देखोगे कि वो फिर टेक्निकली अगर प्यार कर रहा है, रोमांस कर रहा है, तो फिर वो रास्ता दिखाएगा. क्यों? वो पीछे खड़े होके अनीना का रास्ता बनते हुए क्यों नहीं देख सकता? सो यू नो, देयर इज अ रीजन व्हाई दिस फिल्म इज ब्यूटीफुल. इट इज़ नॉट, अगर हर चीज़, अगर फॉर एग्जाम्पल केस इन पॉइंट, अगर अनीना लड़का, अगर ये कैरेक्टर अनीना का इफ इट वॉज प्रोजेक्टेड बाय अ बॉय, ठीक है, तो एंड देन द कोच वुड हैव बीन अ बॉय, then the thing is, then it will not have that same impact. The reason why I'm getting love for Jeet as a character, and the reason why Sayam is getting love for Neena or Abhishek as Paddy, because we have not been projected like this in our previous work. So we are doing something very, very different, you know, or just the fact that how forward a Dadi is, how thinking as Shabana Ji's character. So even when the scenes, अगर आप डायलॉग देखें फिल्म में जो लिखे गए हैं, सीन्स एनाक्ट किए हैं, एक अगर सीरियस जोन से कोई सीन आ रहा है, दूसरा बिल्कुल ह्यूमरस जोन से आ रहा है, कॉन्वर्सेशन अलग हो रही है, 3 कैरेक्टर्स हैं, वो दिवाली वाला सीन है, तीनों अलग सोच रहे हैं. अच्छा, कभी ऐसा लगा ही नहीं था कि अचानक से अब झड़प हो जाएगी. So it's just like that. And just the fact that, just the beauty of writing is, and due credit to Balki sir for this, and Rishi Virmani, who's the dialogue writer, and Rahul Sen Gupta, is that they understood silence. They understood it's like Jeet knows that he shows a lot of respect, but Paddy doesn't want that respect from Jeet. So he says, okay, you might not be the correct guy. So his thought process is, but you are correct for Anina, and I love Anina. So Jeet is not in love with cricket. I in fact had to really unlearn cricket to understand this character. मुझे cricket मेरे रग में समाई और मैं inside edge में बहुत खेला हूँ. So I just feel that for me it was not the love for Jeet. It was not the love of the game. It was his love for Anina that he starts liking the game also in the first place. And the reason why he is there in the stand cheering her, जीत को कोई मतलब नहीं होगा कि ये मैच इंडिया जीते, कोशिश करे जो. His victory is the fact that Anina, after her accident, came back losing an arm and then has come back on the cricket field. जीत के लिए वो इमोशन है, and he's proud of his woman, his lady love there. तो अब भले वो 5 विकेट लें, वो नहीं लें, वो मैच जिताएं, वो नहीं जिताएं, वो मायने नहीं रखता है जीत के लिए. For Jeet, Anina is his hero. Always will be. Last time जब इंडिया हिंदुस्तान में हुआ था तो 2011 में तो हम लोगों ने कप उठाया था, and it was a different emotion altogether. I just feel that they owed it to master then Sachin Tendulkar. I feel that this time Virat Kohli owes it to himself, and I feel that if he can bring it back, it will be the biggest victory ever.
So who is your favorite Team India player?
Virat Kohli is, and I feel that the way he's gone about his career, the way he's come out as a fighter, and he's proved that his bat is going to do the talking. He's a champion, and people can say whatever. For me, he's the #1 Indian player.